insanity. At the end of the day, it's just Dota. You know,
Prepare for battle.
good old-fashioned Dota.
Well, when I open his profile right now, it currently says Legend 2, but I think that's because it has pasted someone else's on there. So I don't think Watson's a Legend 2.
It feels good to be
But
this
maybe,
good.
you know, maybe he had a hard fall over
Feels
the
good
weekend
to
or
be
something.
this good.
But
Let's see.
we'll just assume he did.
So I think, yeah, Watson is currently #1 on the Europe leaderboard. BCM's #3 though. Let's go. And I'm not sure, but Egoisto is the #2 ranked player on Europe leaderboard. And I feel like at some point that might have been Watson Smurf. I could be wrong about that. So he might be
Yeah,
#1 and #2 on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I definitely forget the Smurf accounts at this point.
30 seconds to battle.
All right, well, where are we going here? Kataomi and DM are running down bottom to the Twin Gate. Are they going to do some lane blocking shenanigans, or no? They're just running up here to the bounty rune, I see. Okay.
Makes sense. And contention coming in.
Oh,
into
that
here.
was a
They
pretty
gonna
cool
get-
play.
Battle begins.
They're going to get this bounty rune and Watcher.
Yeah, so they get 2. I mean, that could have gone a lot worse. They almost only got 1, but we're able to get it in time on the bottom one.
All
So,
right,
yeah.
well, no surprises here, folks. I think part of the only question I have about their draft for OG is the choosing of the Invoker versus the TA. Because, again, yes, it's not like TA doesn't like stomp Invoker. It's not as bad as it used to be because Invoker's changed a lot. But TA, I think, still either wins or does like slightly better in the matchup. But why give that to them? Like, that's how bad they wanted the Invoker. So it really speaks to, I mean, I guess it does come down to just how good Alacrity is this game. It's pretty insane.
All right. Well, I think also the idea of see a couple stomps get thrown out there by Fishman. Look at this, a high-level position 5 gameplay. But I think that the other thing that I'm noticing is like this top lane. I think is going to be a big problem. Katomi already has taken boots first as the Grimstroke, just to try and like keep his distance from Zeb.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to from him and Weaver. I feel like they win this lane super hard on OG.
Guess we'll see. I definitely feel that way about most of these lanes. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna have a really good time.
I work better
But
with
there is something mesmerizing about seeing the 5 Centaur again. That's for sure.
Right. Fishman right now heading on over and trying to block it is going to get hit a few times by Whisper with the Lone Druid passing by. And like we said, this is Whisper's 3rd game on Lone Druid. He's bronze tier, as you can see. Not a hero that's super easy to pick up, but maybe he's been practicing it a little bit.
Yeah, probably get some scrims on. You know, everyone's pretty hungry right now. I'm sure there's scrims aplenty for some of these new
Early
stacks.
point.
Here.
In the net, the double edge Whisper in trouble goes down. And Fishman, 5 Centaur, draws first blood.
As one would expect, right? I mean, obviously. I mean, that's huge. Yeah, punishing the Lone Druid early before he has the Savage Roar. I mean, the Savage Roar is what gives you some space to actually like feel free to rotate as the support. It's the #1 reason why this hero can just be an offlaner or can like solo safe lane and stuff versus numerous heroes. We've seen it before where you try and dive and you just get roared away. It's very hard to deal with. So good time punishing early. And all that control over the camps is coming back into play. Like they're sending the illusions around, just bullying Ari. They can even just body block camps with the Naga illusions if they have to. It's going to be really hard for them to get this lane back into a solid spot.
Not going to be things, at least starting out, to look pretty good for Entity. You can see that Spearbreaker picked up a few of the last hits while Lone Druid was dead. Up on the top side, they're doing a good job of pulling the waves, it feels like, by DM and Katomi. So impressed with their ability to maneuver this one so far. Yuragi's still going to have a free time farming, of course. And then in the mid lane, Rebel, a little bit of a lead right now. About 8 CS ahead of BZM, though he does have a creep wave coming into him right now.
And as we saw with the immediate Sunstrike, sometimes we'll see Sunstrike level 1 and people will still go back for Quaswa X, but it is BZM. I mean, he's a bit notorious for this one, where he does not play a whole lot of Quaswa X Invoker.
Right.
So he's our X-Sword Invoker, something that we really almost never see at this point. Very rare to actually spot that these days on the Invokers.
Oh. Keeping our eyes around for any Sunstrikes that might come out. They were able on Entity to take that first Lotus for DM. They hold on to that for the late game cheese play, which we did get to see yesterday. We talked about as, oh my god, Yuragi. He just got beaten to death. No region, not enough magic wand charges. And this matchup that's supposed to be a counter, Entity, they've got answers.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume that was a bug or something. Why did it show he had full mana? There's no way he had full mana, right? Am I crazy? On Yuragi when he died? That seems very unlikely. Alright, anyway, never mind. Don't worry about it. It's, I guess, very similar to the situation at bottom, where it's just the earlier levels, right? Trying to punish 12-second Shikuchi, much easier than every single point that you get in afterwards.
Right.
So, well done. Get to punish that early, that's for sure. Fishman's being chased out of the bottom lane here by Ari. As, yeah, we still got some pressure in this tower, so keep an eye on that, but these guys... We're just getting a 1v1 bottom while these guys run through the jungle.
Right. Dude, maybe it's just Grimstroke. Like, Fishman makes this move now also. This is a really good punish, but this Inkswell with the Cinder Brew, it's actually looking like a really good answer against the aggression that you normally expect from these Weaver lanes. And maybe that was the idea the whole time. They're like, hey, we can give them the Weaver even against the Brew because we feel good about the matchup with the Grimstroke. Interesting.
Yeah, maybe. I think it should still go pretty well, but we'll see. We'll see what happens as he gets the levels up. Rotation mid.
On to two. Inkswell, the stun. It comes out just in time. Able to get the stun out there. And now the slowdown on the Seb. Tries to find a couple more hits from Rebel. Not going to be enough to take down that EP. Still had a wand charge, too.
And Seb doing his best to bait it further. But hey, that's the 5 Centaur again. Getting in there for the trades. The gold was also picked up from by Kataomi on the Grimstroke as he's making stacks. Some mad bank up here for this TA. And I don't think that's going to get contested. They have a lone druid down bottom. He's not going anywhere.
Radiant are
So this is going to be a lot of gold for TA.
Yeah, the big injection will be really helpful for Entity. Again, a bit of an unorthodox draft from them so far, but I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing across the board. Now, Wisdom Runes coming out. It does look like OG are going to be able to claim theirs. Fishman already in position on top of his Wisdom Rune. Say Bounty Rune earlier. Wisdom Rune. And amongst the cores, Lone Druid. I mean, the difference between him and Yuragi, the top to the bottom core, is still only about 600 gold or so. So everybody getting fairly farmed in this one. Nobody's getting completely shut out.
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty tight. Ooh, that obs that Seb just places in a sentry, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
it immediately. Charge up top. Onto Fishman. Get the stomp. A couple more hits. Fishman dropping low, and Fishman's going to die. So now up to level 5. 3 points in Sakuchi. Swarm start to be a little stronger.
Yeah, Fishman, the world traveler here. He's run all the way through mid. He's had a kill on an Invoker that he helped out with. Now he's all the way up top, dying. Certainly making things happen with the help of having a Naga Siren in your safe lane to make sure that your carry's really not going to get punished. That being said, the Lone Druid also, of course, be fine here.
Comes right back in. They will try and get the slowdown. The Inkswell already used. Stroke of Fate is more than enough for the kill. Seb also in trouble. Tries to go for the stomp and get out of there. Rebel right on top. They drop down the Deafening Blast. Here, combo. PM and Yuragi showing up. Not necessarily contesting for the stacks, but just fighting in that area.
Let's see. Rebel now 3,600-ish gold right now as this begins.
It's not like true aggro, it looks like. Maybe you wanted that one to go, but we'll be able to clear the hard camp at the very least.
Cat only gets time to go to the mid lane there, so happy on the Grimstroke. There's one camp up to 4K now. And now for the big one. The Ancients. Oh, it's so much gold. Meanwhile, Watson is just farming near the small camp here while Seb
Radiant's
watches.
bottom tower is under attack.
Leeches a little bit of the XP.
Gonna go through with Weaver, though. They might actually try and do something here. Yeah. Run in. Onto Watson. Throw out the bugs. Has the stomp at the ready. This is a big kill and no song.
Yup.
Stun strike for the finish. Nice combination.
That's 350 pure damage already in 9.5 minutes. I
bottom
mean, we are
tower
missing
is under
out on these
attack.
Exort Invokers lately. It's all Quas Wax, but that's a lot of damage when you have this ET setup.
Radiant's
And
bottom
I mean, the
tower
other
is
thing
under
there too
attack.
is that like having the stomp setup, I think is really interesting because you can just leave that echo stomp in to get involved in the kill.
That kill got him almost 300 gold on the Invoker, and the TA, they were even when she started doing those Ancients. And he was hitting lane the entire time and got that kill, and she still opened up like a 400-ish gold gap
Right.
as that was happening. That's crazy.
Oh, Watson, if he dies here again, no, they're going to bring
Radiant's
numbers to
top
help.
tower is
So
under
TPs
attack.
immediately come out.
Dire are
Yuragi
scanning.
did run through the portal, though. So they might still be committed to this. Interesting.
Maybe just going to hold for the tower here. Like, wait till the wave comes in. I mean, you don't really need to be here at this point, though. Yeah, there's not going to be enough defense. You have a lone druid. Time to get back up top of this wave coming in.
I mean, it's interesting, though, right? Because him coming through that portal takes
Radiant's
away, like,
bottom
the camps
tower
from the
has
Naga
fallen.
Siren. And then Yuragi also gets to farm out his camps while getting the wave. So kind of an interesting idea of shutting down some of the Naga's farm.
And we see here, this has been the cool build. The Lone Druid Diffusal
Right.
as of late. So it is on the bear there. So he's going to do Diffusal to start and then just go right into the Radiance.
Okay.
And then you get your Wraith Bands, you know, stack them up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's quality.
Stomp into mid. I'm going to push out that lane. In the top side, we've yet to see a Brewald. He does have the Hand of Midas, though. DM gets the bugs on him. Going to take it off right afterwards. As Rocky backs away and continues to farm. So, game that looks like it's actually going pretty okay for DM so far. Obviously, like we said, no ulti, hasn't taken the tower yet, but getting the Midas at a decent time and immediately going into the Radiance.
Yeah, I think getting picked up that early in the draft and still having the Weaver as a counter pick there and doing, you know, middle of the pack here on the core is completely fine. I mean, he's out farming the lone druid. And again, yeah, sure, you can't solo kill the enemy core like you're kind of hoping to on Brewmaster in a lot of situations, or at least make the kill really easy for your allies. But yeah, once he gets in that mid game, he'll have that big team fight presence that they need. They certainly just need control. They have lots of damage between a Templar Assassin and a Naga Siren. Naga just like she can put people in the blender. She can keep her illusions alive, and they're just disabled. And that's what Brew's gonna hope to provide.
Dire's bottom
You did see
tower
And,
is
four
and then we get a
heroes.
Stampede.
Oh, yeah. That part's nice. They had the 4 heroes that were up on the top side looking like they wanted to get aggro on the DM after, well, I mean, again, like they're in the area, but you can't really do much. Instead, they're going to try and go mid. Ari went for the charge a little early. Stampede used. Fishman, no, nowhere left to go. Brought down by the Deafening Blast.
He just hit 6 too, so he was hoping that would save him. Instead, just takes away an option for them. But that's okay. Brew's Midasing up towards Radiance. Naga Siren, despite losing the tower, of course, is still pretty comfortable farming this part of the map. hard to gank this hero, but at the same time, Whisper can still come in here and contest, because similarly with Helpless Savage Roar, you're hoping to not get punished. Fishman TPs to the outpost. He is in behind enemy lines. He is charged. And he's going to see that, and he's going to be very upset.
Oh, no. Tried to hit the timing on it. Oh, that's really frustrating. Well, he is going to do some battle with Roche, but it's BZM that picks up the kill with the Sunstrike. So continuing to stay involved 5-1-0 on the Invoker. That's what you want to see. TP's top. BM is here. The bugs on him. Charge coming through. He gets through the portal, but realizing that they can't make that move. Like, you can tell how much they want to bully DM. And they are stopping him from farming freely, but they haven't been able to get those kills. Well, meanwhile, Seb gets brought down over in the mid lane. Just an easy kill for Watson.
Did he get netted and die?
So,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, looks like it.
bugs on Weaver. Goes for the Sakuchi away, now going in too far, and then Ari immediately cancels that.
Radiant's
Oh, there was a
top tower
TA
is
trap.
under
Ah,
attack.
that's why.
Take it.
Okay, I was wondering how, but yeah, he got trapped just into death because this Naga Siren, I mean, no, she had, yeah, okay, she netted too. Rebel's been hitting so many stacks. We're going to check Cat Omi's stack numbers after this game. It's going to be ridiculous. Every time I look at Rebel, he's just hitting ancient stacks. And already up to 8,500 gold, so aggressive action here from OG.
This is good for them.
Real Naga.
They see her walk right through her. Oh, that is absolutely perfect for them. They knew that they needed to try and shut down Watson and are gifted an absolutely free kill on this Naga.
Doesn't get much better than that. They didn't have to go too far. I mean, they would have went behind the tier 2 if they had to. Trying to have this Naga Siren, but Rebel or Watson, he's just right there. They take him down. Rebel going to try and hold this mid lane though. I mean, between the traps and just looking scary. Stampede to back up. But Ari is trying to find something from this staircase.
Sees the TP coming in right now from the Grimstroke, so they know that numbers are here. The bear and the catapult do the work. Already down someone both here. Charge down, almost no HP. The damage coming through. Will it be enough with the Earth Splitter? They have it. They take down the Centaur. Whisper backing out. They get on top of this bear. And Rebel tries to chase down, managing to find the kill onto the bear. Watson shows up. Nonetheless, with Blue Split used, aren't able to get that much super significant damage in.
The bear, you know, it's valuable. Not as valuable as Fishman, though. So it won't be quite an even trade. As Whisper's doing some inventory management here. Lone Druid trying to figure things out. Passing those phase boots around there. Very close to his Radiance. And, you know, not too far on DM.
Tornado, hold snap. Finding for an easy bring down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Starting to fire off a little bit here.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh, I see. He must have got chased off of that
Radiant's
ward that's
bottom
just above,
tower
eh?
is under
And he
attack.
got charged in. I'm trying to figure, because they're pinging that there's a ward somewhere there, but that explains it. All right, what is Rebel going to get out of this hugeness, though? He's just going blink into Deso, so typical TA items. And then hopefully, of course, you're thinking you're going to secure the Aegis. That's got to be the big goal. Oh, it's over destruction.
That's nice, definitely. Fishman steps forward, drops down a ward. They don't find the Obs. Just a little ways off. Now, Watson moving in, trying to bring down Ari. Does not have any points up yet. Bulldoze, well, ends up getting silenced and immediately killed.
Oh, when you are stuck, it is just so much damage so fast.
Is under attack.
Oh, they find one of the wards. That was the newly placed infection. They do get some of that vision taken away. Meanwhile, up on the top side, wanting to find this Weaver. Silence. The ink will last so long. They have enough to get him. The time left. No, the second silence.
Wait.
Oh, what a
That was
timing.
close.
Cat Omi makes it work. Steph shows up, wants to get something done, but BZM is perfectly fine and had split the whole time through too. Wow.
That's crazy. They almost got that save, the sleep. I think it was the damage from the demon, right, that actually killed him, the Famous Embrace. Brutal. Well done. Big kill there. I mean, that's a fairly fat Weaver. Get some pretty big damage there, right? Dragonlance, Maelstrom, Falcon Blade. Certainly ready to battle at the moment, but yeah, the split coming back up, as he said, he's also going to be 12 now before he has to use it once he clears up this camp. So pretty, like almost 900 more HP on each panda is kind of a big deal as they just quickly lose Fishman.
I mean, that right there does show the power of, you know, just the Spirit Breaker Weaver combination. But we've also seen that Katomi Grimstroke is creating problems that Entity don't have good answers for. Whether it's, you know, the Inkswell paired together, or eventually you're going to be able to get these Soulbinds connections onto Whisper and the LD, or rather the bear itself. Could be a big issue. And they're going to go through now and most likely just get set up for Roche once it transfers down to the bottom side of the map. With Radiant's done on Whisper, they're in a good position.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty difficult for Rebel to deal with as well. I mean, currently setting up for some melds on the Tormentor. Templar Assassin. I mean, one of the big benefits of this hero, for sure, is that you just get free Tormentors.
Unseen.
Very easy to get it for your team. And hey, you know, when you're playing 5 Centaur, you need some help. So gets the shard.
Oh, Watson. They see him. They see him. Charge. Already going, but they're going to have to cancel it. I think Katomi, Invis, I don't know if they quite spotted him or what happened there, but Druid was smoked up on Whisper, but couldn't quite make the move.
They're currently at 450 damage on the Sunstrike as well, which, you know, before the heart is there on Naga Siren is very significant.
Right. Yeah, this is an interesting window.
Yeah, this Roche is just there. So, you know, you think about TA and like setting and controlling areas with traps. It's just she has no reason to be at this part of the map. Because I think like, oh, it's Radiant side, so it's good news for Entity, but that's not really how it works, because like the TA is just farming inches the whole time. So she's a TP down here. There's no pre-laid traps, and they're going to be too late to stop this. But this, I mean, this song,
if they get too close, I mean, it's even worse potentially. They get it right as they're heading on in. Yeah, a little bit too late on the draw for Entity. Now 10 heroes in the bottom side of the map. We'll see if Entity decide to just back out. It looks like they are just going to retreat and go farm out the rest of the map. They can't take a fight into that.
I just want to finish out the Manta on Yuragi, so you have a little bit of you know, some survivability plus just some damage. But I mean, versus the TA, of course, Manta's always pretty solid. You get multiple instances of damage, you get rid of the melt, and then BZM getting a BKB, so you can be a bit more controlling in these fights. Can't really afford to get locked down. And Seb gets the shard, which is a bit of a tricky one. It'd be nice if it, I guess it does lower the cooldown too, so it's got some bonuses.
Well, and I think the other thing that's nice about it is, like, if they do manage to get in on Watson, all it takes is a couple of seconds for Weaver hitting the Naga Siren with ET Aura on her, right?
Yeah.
And since Natural Order is tied to the person up close to the center, I mean, Watson will have no armor.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to actually get the physical body there, and the shard should help with that, so yeah. That is true. She's not going to have any other armor, really. She got +2.
Yeah, it's not great. But we'll see. Of course, I mean, ideally, Watson's not even in the fight. You're just sending in all of your illusions. You're playing it, at least. But will that actually be able to happen? It's kind of a different story. Which sends in the illusions. Naga, charge. They know it's the real one. Ooh, thought about going. Side's
that's
better.
hopefully the last time Yuragi's going to have to be bullied by an Orchid, as the Manta's now delivered.
Easy, yeah.
Fishman coming up here with the blink, but
Charge instead onto Rebel. Ari cancels that one. They spot him there, immediately find him. Soulbind connection onto the bear. Whisper has to back away. And in fact, might have to go for summon action as Watson also kills Seb.
Uragi's still fighting. Oh, the TA trap.
Calling the Siren out. Not a ton of mana. Does have Aegis. So we'll be able to Sakuchi once he gets out of this trouble. And they go in for any more fight.
If he gets orchided.
Jump forward, able to get Sakuchi off in time. He's back away. The bug's doing a lot of work. Doesn't manage to get the time lapse off. And now BCM's control. Oh, BCM playing good with his Brewmaster. And this is the second bear that's going to die. If Whisper can't get it away in time, the stomp is there more than enough. Now, 8
Dire's middle
seconds
tower
without a
is under
bear.
attack.
Oh, I mean, you could see it on the OG, like the way they want to fight. They want to fight
Dire's
around this
structures
Elder Titan, and he is just dying in the river. You know, there is no setup of this fight. This wasn't even a fight. It was just a complete slaughter. It was just we got the jump onto Ari. Your fight has broken down on OG, and it's this attempt to just chase down stuff. And then Uragi's like trying to throw this damage to say like, hey, stop chasing my teammates. Oh, I'm a big scary threat. But then he got hit by that TA trap, and that ruined everything because he got silenced. He had to pop his Manta, and now Orchid is just a death sentence. So he's trying to play around that. Watson saves it till after the Aegis, and when he popped back up, I saw 3 silences on him. I'm pretty sure he got hit by a TA trap. He got a Phan's Embrace thrown on top of him, and he also got Orchided the second he appeared.
Yeah, I mean, this is quintessential I don't want to buy BKB territory, and is getting punished mega hard for it. Uragi now also stepping forward. Oh my god. They may be going to get set up on him again. They saw him on the TA traps. The pings are coming out from
wrong,
Rebel.
though. Like, surely they can't threaten this.
He's going to farm it and get out. So it looks like they won't get an extra play on that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Certainly
So-
seeing some issues with the
Dire's middle
support
tower
Spirit Breaker, I
has
would say,
fallen.
right? Like
Yeah.
you don't become this crazy beast, and you're very dependent on constant aggression, but your cores are like, I mean, you have Quas Exor Invoker, which is really cool because you can use Sunstrikes in combination with you. That's great. But then you have a Lone Druid and a Weaver.
Right.
You know? I don't know if they're the ones who are
Dire's
so
middle
gung-ho
tower
about
is under
just
attack.
going all over the map and jumping on everybody.
Right, cancels that charge after doing some damage to the creep wave, kills it off, but the tower is
Dire's
gone.
middle tower
I mean,
is
the
under attack.
ET aura in the late game still has that scary bit about it that if people get caught, they will always be able to fight. But these fights don't start on good terms. Fishman runs right into BCM, drops down wards. Now the dust. He's hiding out in his little area here. The charge comes through. He gets a little bit of distance. Now the run forward from Rebel. And next kills BCM. Entity. They keep finding these pickoffs.
Radiant's
Oh,
bottom
that was so
tower
much
is
damage.
under
And he
attack.
got a miss to the high ground there as well. That almost saved him. But it's just too much. And look at him just
Dire's middle
running
tower
forward
is
right
under
now,
attack.
hunting.
I will say, I feel like OG have the tools to take fights, but they keep on getting caught out like this. And seem to have this like understanding of where to be, and they're playing together as a squad. Entity are looking really good.
The use of the Inkswell, too, has just been perfect all game. They just keep using it to catch Ari when he's alone. And then using it in combination there with the Blink Dagger on Rebel is great. Makes it super free. Now the tier 2 is going to go down. And now you just got to think that next Aegis is really looking like it's going to be in their
Dire's middle
hands.
tower has
They
fallen.
could start trying to set up for it. It is going to be a Radiant side. Roche, though. Even if it's an instant spawn, it'll be very short duration on the Radiant side, or the Dire side.
Right. Well, we'll see if they can get lucky on the timing of it. I mean, not going to say up here that that's going to be
Dire's
possible.
top
And
tower
honestly, I
is
don't even
under
know if they're
attack.
going to be able to hold the map in any
Radiant
type of
are
way on
scanning.
OG.
Oh, yeah,
to
they
come and
cannot,
contest
no.
it. So, game
think it
feels
being-
very difficult.
I think it being bottom is definitely good for them, though. I think it's the more
Dire's
likely
top
place that
tower
they
is
get
under
themselves a good
attack.
fight, because there's just so much vision up top here.
Dire
TA's been
are
spending all
scanning.
this time up here. There's going to be lingering traps in this area. Like
Right.
a Southern Roche is much better for OG. Maybe Seth
know-
can try and get some vision down.
This is the first game that I've really felt a good
Dire's
answer for
top
Spirit
tower is
Breaker.
under attack.
This Grimstroke combination with like another stun out of 5, sure it's Centaur, whatever.
Yeah.
It's been a good answer. He is going to get caught and be in trouble here. Tries to stampede to get him out. Tornado from long range. Quite going to get him taken down. But Ari comes in for the finish. Just out of nowhere. He is in some trouble here, though, and going to likely die.
He did the math. He's like, this is worth.
Right? Wait a minute. Rocky goes in for more. Watson thinks about it. Doesn't pop Song of the Siren yet. Finally does it now.
Oh, the Roche is instant!
Though.
It's actually instant!
Oh my god.
It was a 2-second Roche.
Radiant structures.
So
Dude,
this
if
means
they-
that
Dire's
if they
top
back
tower
up and check
is
it,
fallen.
yeah, they could see it coming through the portal. OG could get this Roche.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's so freaking
Radiant's
lucky.
bottom
That's
Because there'll be
great.
no song. Brew's dead. The good news is that Brew didn't ulti and die.
Right. Seb is going to go down bottom. I mean, here's the thing. They need to see it going through. Seb is in the area. He's going to try and get vision down. Oh, did he stick around this area long enough, though? And the other problem is that, like, Naga Siren's pushing top, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to do. But, I mean, you got
Dire's
bots.
top tower
So,
is
like,
under attack.
yeah, I mean, it's only 20 seconds. He can be back. You have a Spirit Breaker.
Does Seb go check? I mean, he's going to see it come through in a second if he sticks around to check it. It passes right by. Oh, Seb, you go and check Roche. He's heading over this way. No, just go look at it.
I mean,
Don't
at this
look.
point, though, everyone's back up. Like, it's kind of risky.
No. Seb, go
Dire's
look.
bottom tower is under
Oh, he's
attack.
going through the gate. No. All right, they're not going to be able to get it.
Didn't quite connect, you know. The stars didn't align perfectly. But they really need Seb down bottom if they're going to fight. That is one thing. Like, he is the Roche fight for them.
I mean, Watson's freaking strong now too, though. Can they even fight into it? He's got a butterfly on top of the heart. Oh,
Oh, that's a hard thing to deal with this game. That MKB feels very far away for Weaver.
well, and like feels like he needs a BKB too. Oh, this
Yeah.
Manta just feels so bad in Weaver's inventory now. Yikes.
Watson just goes through to send the illusions. What a hero. All right. Sunstrike says, okay, no one doing Roche. They're smoking up.
Core done.
OG.
For one.
Are scanning.
They do. Whisper.
All right.
Oh,
It's very solid here.
Interesting.
Really good versus
Watson.
Knockstone. All right. It's all on Seb.
see it. Get some vision. Cinder Brew onto Whisper's Bear. Whisper goes into true form. Thought about going. Katomi gets the silence there. BCM getting hit for the moment. The Bear is starting to die. Fishman already low HP. Soulbind next. They have that much damage to throw into this. With him already dead, this is actually not a terrible fight, although they're going to lose ET really quickly. Ari needs to charge through. Manages to get the great charge through.
Whoa,
Look at him.
Rebel.
Watson's getting demolished. Oh, Ari coming in at the perfect time. Yuragi knows which one's real. They find and kill off Watson. What a freaking play.
Wow, Rebel was not ready for that. He lost all his HP in a single second. He took 600. Wait, what just happened? He took 622 from a Spearbreaker bash? Yeah, that's some shit.
Tiora.
Yeah, ET's some shit.
Oh my god, Tiora is so good. That's crazy. Because, I mean, think about it, right? You've got this Brewmaster that's going Octa. There's no pipe. There's no reeds. There's no, like, AC. They need these, like, aura items to deal with this ET.
Next man to make Pato here has the Yule, so we'll defensively pop it up there. And manages to get the blink off. All right.
Wow. EM can't do anything to Seb. Seb has a freaking Lotus and actually TM. Scary.
It is crazy how it feels like Entity is getting so punished by just a couple, like, missed spells in a sense. Like the fight before when they
Right.
got picked like
Radiant's
one by
middle tower
one,
is under
and then
attack.
that OG kind of gets back into it a little bit there. But then that one, the song came out in an attempt to save Kataomi, but he dies just like exactly the song happens. Then it's like, oh okay, well are we still fighting? Like are we setting up for this? And then you just get absolutely blown up on your TA. She doesn't even get to play the game. That was brutal. I have to go back and watch that replay. I actually, like, he literally vanished in 1 second. That was crazy.
I think it's one of those things where they had the right idea of like, we need to blow up Seb. We need to take away natural order. But Ari coming through with that charge meant that they couldn't kill him in time. Like, absolutely killer stuff coming from the Spirit Breaker. What do you know?
And now
It's
they
a good
have a
hero.
9 second. Yeah, crazy. And he's a 9 second BKB now.
Yeah. Charge. It's going to be a second late, but Fishman with a good stun, but it won't matter. Damn, dude. Slaying. I mean, look at this. It was an 80% win probability. We're back to even at this point with OG starting to take the lead. And the big problem is that actually get
Radiant's
items,
middle tower
get
is
alacrity, this bear rips through objectives.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
there's
tower
no doubt
is
they can
under
finish
attack.
things once they start them at these objectives. I mean, we were just looking at this Naga Siren, like, how are you going to hit her? How are you going to
Radiant's
kill
top
her?
tower is
And
under
then she has
attack.
4 armor. And you're like, okay, well, you know, maybe you won't hit her that often, but when you do,
Doesn't
it's
lie.
not going to be good. Yeah.
Yep. Lifted. Whisper there has the fear. A couple more hits. Sunstrike gets it off in time. Just barely. Now the charge is going through. It's going to get canceled by this. No, he's going to get it off in time the full way through.
Again.
But BCM is brought down very low. He's going to die. Weaver starting to get dropped close to. Does not have enough to get the time left. Coming back to this moment. The Aegis. Have Rebel still back alive. The silence is there. It's on to Watson. He's got the BKB! Outside of the fight, they don't have it. They don't have the damage. They need that natural aura on him.
They're chasing. They're thinking about things here. I mean, Yuragi using that BKB, living, not getting chain silenced over and over again, but can't convert it into anything else for the side of OG. So a great defense here from it. Take Song, take Split, but we're at the point in the game now where you don't really feel bad about using Split. Like, the fights get broken up. It's 90 seconds. He's going to Octarine Core. No cares. Like, it's back at 30 seconds right now.
Yeah. That's a lot. I mean, that's actually a pretty cool pickup. I like this because this changes the game in a way now from, you know, he's God. Okay, that's really, really bad.
Does that change the game?
That's quite bad. Oh my god.
Again, it's just Stomp and then Inkswell.
Right. I mean,
What
so it
what
sort
do?
of- it sort of changes the game in that, like, if you find the Weaver, he dies. So it just needs to be a better initiation from OG, basically. And for Entity, they need to be on the front foot. See.
Alright, he's gonna get level 20 here. Nice. Easy Wisdom Rune. Thank you. More damage.
Ooh, Invoker.
That was a sight,
You're
dude.
alive. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, they
Dire's
found him, though.
bottom tower is
Running
under
through?
attack.
Okay, he gets out. Goes through the gate immediately. TP's back home. Oh my god.
Do they have a gem on the ring?
Dire's
I don't
bottom
think they do,
tower
right?
has fallen.
They have it on Brew.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, right, thank you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And he has an
Ari's
AC
in
now.
behind. Oh, Ari's got an angle. Are they fighting this?
Area. Already Soulbind. Next on to 2. The Hex is there on to both of them. EM trying to blow him up. A huge whoop stomp. The damage, the lift up, EZM is gone. And no buyback. Having just finished that cheap stick. Whisper tries to cheat into Fishman, but now Song with a Siren is out. Do they have anything else left in the tank? Chase. They're going to have a good stomp available from Seb if they want to run in on this. Here, Paw, not quite killed them. Coming on the bear, and they get him. While Watson's still thinking about chasing this. Run down these heroes. It's not easy. Although with the Shivas out and now finding Watson right onto him, they're applying that natural order. He's starting to get up a little bit. Whisper, that cheese stays back alive. Throws his bear in further, trying to take down Rebel. They have enough to kill off the CA. That's another bear dead, but the damage, it's enough. Watson has to run away, doesn't have much left in the tank. When they can kill these heroes and stay on him, it's good. Entity ends up losing that fight.
And they're so close to a couple kills being fought back there from OG, like trying to take down DM or something, but they can't quite get it. That fight starts with Ari essentially trading his life for Kataomi. He ran him down. He had this like backline charge. They just, you know, kills Kataomi, but then immediately gets killed by the TA and the Nox Iron just kind of like being in his face. But I actually think that's a pretty good trade for him at this point in the game because of how impactful these Inkswells have been, especially, of course, having the Shard in these late game team fights. You need as much lockdown as possible. You just can't really afford the Dispel to just pop off like that.
Right. Oh, it's true. It creates a whole new, set of problems. 7,000 gold lead now. Next round of neutrals are up. It was a Mind Breaker completed for Weaver. So maybe some like even solo kill potential now on like Kataomi, right? If they manage to find him alone anywhere, he's going to go down.
All right, that's a good choice here for Yuragi, the Satanic.
Yeah.
His item choices have been pretty difficult this game. I'll give him that. Like, I get why the Manta like feels bad and kind of looks bad, but like, man, you kind of need it, you know?
Right.
Like, there's that early game double silences happening there. Pretty clutch. Now the Satanic, it gives them a little bit more of a chance to get back into these fights without relying on time lapse constantly. Nox Siren though is sending out the scouts. Roche potentially back in 30 seconds.
Next couple of minutes are going to be interesting to watch. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything crazy about that? I guess the Dispel could be insane. Like, he could actually save someone from a silence. Theoretically. The fights have been pretty clumped.
Yem. Finds him. Can't do that much more yet, it looks like. EZM and Ari are still hunting around this area. Roche gonna respawn in 30 seconds. There, send it forward, find DM. Chasing with the Seb Astral Spirit. Not quite able to find anybody yet. Oh man, fighting around the Roche pit is always so freaking hard. It's gonna be a quick spawn. But OG, will they know about it? Will they be able to get here in time? Ari can obviously charge in from the other side of the map too.
It's Song and Shard and traps though. I mean, they are Shard traps too. So it's just like it's so hard to get in here. And then of course they know immediately when it's up. There will be a Sunstrike soon, I'm sure. Oh, they're gonna send in the bugs.
Not catching anybody as of yet. And they obviously know that Roche is ready. So many freaking traps. It's actually crazy how many are out there. But as OG, you can't really leave this area fully because this will happen so quickly. And Sunstrike coming through. They gotta run. Gotta get in there. It's not gonna happen in time. Aegis, Cheese, Aghanims, all in hand. Are they gonna try and take this fight now into this? I mean, maybe. There's a chance. Seb tries to back away. Hex is there, already onto the bear. DM tries to get away.
Oh, the Hex
comes out. He's gone. Didn't stand a chance. And now BK still working for BCM, but he's rooted for the moment. Now the Stampede, but no! Ooh, the timing as he wore it off. This was not the way that they wanted this fight to go on. And they break the charge with the Soulbind. Now wanting to chase for more. See if they can kill off the ruling. And they have a couple of them left to turn. The Hex is there. Weaver needed to back away. Pops it off. The Lone Stroke keeps him alive. Seb lowering all his armor. They're going to start to get ripped to shreds. They want to kill off Seb. Do they have enough damage? They do. The natural order is gone. Now the fight's starting to look a little bit better for Entity. Whisper still hitting into them with the Hex coming out and Ari charging through. Enough damage. The armor's too much. They need the Seb aura in this fight. We'll be able to force back Watson for the moment. Fishman in onto him too. no buyback from anybody else on OG, and it looks like they're just going to reset. Whisper,
Oh, the stomp! They
not
got
going to
Whisper.
be able to get out of there. They get him caught. The bear is brought down.
Oh, he thought
And
maybe he
Radiant's
could
top
sneak it
tower
out.
is under attack.
Much.
Man, couldn't even get the ulti off there as well from the Weaver right at the end. Just too much. Like, he's getting... In his last moments of life, he was Hoof Stomped, Inkswell Stunned, Bloodthorned, Psionic Trap Silenced, and Hurl Bouldered. Right after being hexed. Like, it's so hard for Yagi to play. He's so dependent on this BKB.
Yeah. No, it's a tough one. And I mean, you can see just how big of a difference it makes when Step goes down in these fights and there's no more natural order. Like they
Dire's
can't
middle
fight into
tower
it. It
is
feels
under attack.
Yeah, that is their way of removing the lead, essentially.
right.
It's just, you know, like, everything's even if they have no armor.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
44 minutes in, Rocky about to be back up again, but Naga Siren and TA starting to do what they do best.
Dire's middle tower is under
OG
attack.
not able to get into position in that last fight against the Roach, even though they were so close to it.
Dire's top
Didn't
tower
matter.
is under attack.
And the outside the base split here from DM Refresher. His Refresher's not done quite yet, though. He did buy back.
Attack. Damage out. That's going to be Aegis low, but not quite dead yet. BCM under control. He's blinked. He's gone. Immediately brought down. But look at the fear and the damage out. Yuragi
Yeah,
is
dieback?
into that Naga Siren, but don't quite have enough. So it's going to be a TP away from the rest of them. Got the melee Rex. They get out.
They were so close to getting DM knocked down as well. Great song there from Watson to save. He has 9k gold. Jeez, Watson, slow down. And TA is going to go grab a Tormentor here by the looks of it. I love Stormcrafters, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This item just feels so good, especially on Brewmaster.
It's insane how strong it is. They have it on
Yeah,
TA
it-
and
Feels too good.
I don't think about it that much, I feel like, at least, but you know, a 3-second cooldown?
Every 3 seconds, yeah. It just zap people. And it has a 40% slow for 0.4 seconds.
Yeah,
It's
not-
very annoying. And it's brainless. You don't have to think about it, which is great.
that's the best one.
I used to think that was like kind of a meme. Like, you know, when I started playing Dota, this idea of like having passives and all that stuff. But like Dota is just like, it's a game about mental RAM. That's really what it is. Like just thinking about things all the time and like how much of your brain can be occupied by so many things at once in Dota. And like, oh, wisdom rune timings, power rune timings, wards on that, roach timings, buybacks. So like, you know, sometimes passives are nice.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, the more brainless Dota that you have to play, the more likely it is that you're going to win. And ooh, he took the natural order radius on Seb. Okay. So maybe can stay a little bit further distance and still make this work for himself.
Yeah, that's a great
It's-
choice.
There's never going to be a point in this game where I feel like Entity feel completely safe. Just
Dire's
because
bottom
of like
tower
the
is under
raw
attack.
team fight power that you have with Spirit Breaker, Invoker, like Meteora, it's really hard to play into. Ari
Look at that
charges.
skill.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's Yashikaya.
There's definitely a part where you can go back and see what Ari was doing while they were contesting Roche. He just kept pushing out the mid lane. And despite
Yeah.
the rest of his team having to like sit back a little bit, he was farming entire waves mid, getting his gold up, getting his Octarine core, and you know, obviously getting a lot of XP. So he has significantly increased because we were talking about like, you know, the support Spearbreaker was struggling a little bit, and he's not there anymore. He is a full core. You know, he's doubling up the 3 supports in this game.
Right.
He's not one of them.
I mean, that's the thing, right? This is a 4-core lineup now for OG. So in spite of the 12k gold deficit and this Naga Siren that it seems completely out of control, it's not an easy fight for them. Not by any stretch of the imagination. They're actually going to start to see high ground. as
They're
OG.
putting pressure.
Yeah.
It's like, Entity, you have to fight us. Like, use some spells. What do you got? We're not scared.
Wow. Down bottom, ZM spams out the wave. And it is going to be Ari pushing out the top side. He obviously can get back across the map very quickly. Are we going to have another one of these games?
Sir, please.
For anybody that was around for the yesterday matchups, it was pretty hype, you know?
It was excellent. Yeah. There was a block of cheese. Didn't even notice. Thought it was just blood mist things happening. It was great. Probably, it's funny because I noticed when he was hoarding them in the game before, he kept locking them.
Right.
Just like putting them away. Like, what's Puppy doing with these things? But, I don't know, did we miss one this game? I don't think so. I've seen our cheeses consumed.
That's right. Although there are healing lotuses being built up by Seb. I don't know if I see any other ones yet.
I think he has one. I don't, oh, no, sorry, you're right. He has a great healing lotus and one in his backpack. My bad.
Yeah. Start to stack those up, maybe. I mean, at this point in the game, it's something to keep your eye on, honestly.
Well, especially because, as many of you have probably noticed, there was apparently an undocumented change where now the regen is not disabled when you take player damage.
Right.
Which is crazy. I mean, again, it's an insane item to have to try and get anyway, so I don't think it's, you know, I'm not sure how much the balance of the item matters at the moment right now. But that is significantly better.
Right. I mean, it is by far a much better item. Like, you pair the regen that you get from that with, like, a heart, for instance, on Naga Siren, and it's very difficult to kill this already difficult to kill hero. Kind of insane.
Just had to say something. Just had to say, oh, no. It's just Spirit Breaker again. Yeah, that's what you sound like. That's you.
It does appear that we're going to be waiting for the next stages a minute and a half away.
Middle barracks are under
And
attack.
what will determine, I feel like, much more the outcome of these fights is who has the vision advantage. And there's one team that has a very clear advantage in that side, and that's going to be the CA Traps for Entity.
But you only need one speck of vision for Ari.
Right.
And then, you know,
Radiant are scanning.
because that's what he's been doing. He gets a single look and he goes. And they've actually, he's used Sunstrike Vision on a couple of these charges. Like, he's that ready, you know?
1 minute away. Illusion spammed out. Whisper sending the bear first. Now, ready to Radiance burn them down.
I mean, DM has Refresher. I'm expecting he's going to split pretty early here.
Sending the bear around to the far side. Ragi is out front and center. Wait a minute, sending in more. The Weaver throws out the bugs, doesn't connect on anybody, backs away. The stomp comes through, but Ari's there for the charge immediately. On to Uragi, trying to get the kill. They don't get him. Find anymore.
Song.
Needs to be careful. Song of the Siren already used disarm. The control is off onto Seb, doing a good job of trying to take him down low. Stomp comes out, barely able to survive through that one. Seb's finally going to fall. Has to buy back to get into this fight. Watson onto Uragi, trying to kill off this Weaver. Will it be enough? Time lapse gets away, and now in no man's land. Watson's not where he wants to appear to break the split. The split comes out after.
Double buyback.
Still trying to run into the fight. He gets there now. On the Rebel immediately. Goes for the Hurricane Pipe away, but gonna start to fall.
Oh,
Gets
OG's committing.
for the kill. OG, they want this Aegis desperately. Sleep connects now onto Fishman. They find him. Rebel controlled for the moment. The bring down. Whisper is gone. He has a buyback too. They've already expended so many, but PCM tries to get away from there. Ari through. Charges. Hits onto everybody. The sleep comes out in time. Do they have the stuff that they need? The damage is there. They take PCM down. Kill him off dead for 2 minutes. Ari doing all that he can, trying to bring down Watson desperately. Uragi chasing through the trees. They can't find vision. The Aegis as well, the runaway. The sleep is going to be dodged also by the mirror image. Seb couldn't quite get him. Watson played that fight so well, and everybody from OG goes down. The only one to die was freaking Fishman. Dude, that was 10 for 1.
He double-edged the Weaver Lotus so that Weaver had to double-edge him.
Dire's middle
He's a
tower
genius.
Dire's middle
They buy the Rapier to end the game. OG went all out on the buybacks there, and they could not win that fight. It's just unbelievable. I can't believe they spent, what, 4 buybacks into diebacks. And they only had 1 buyback of Kataomi in that